You matter. We all matter. And we don't matter because of what the scale says. We don't matter because of how cute we look in a dress. We don't matter because of what size we can go shopping for at the store. We just matter. Welcome to the Heavy Pages Podcast, a guiding light for women facing the paralyzing challenges of an unwanted separation. If you're feeling frozen by the weight of heartbreak or the uncertainty of a crumbling relationship, you're not alone. I'm Josie, your host, and a separation survival specialist, because I've been where you are, overwhelmed, emotionally stuck, and unsure of what lies ahead. But here's the truth: healing and empowerment are within your reach. Together, we'll shatter the chains of paralysis, embrace this journey, and pave the way to your new future. So it's time to step forward, find your strength, and rewrite your story. Because the pages of life can be heavy, but you don't have to turn them alone. Now, before we start today's episode, please consider taking a moment to click that subscribe button. And with that, here we go. Hello and welcome back to another journal entry episode. I hope life is treating you well and you are ready to hear more about my roller coaster of a separation and divorce. With that, let's just jump right into today, which is going to be for Tuesday, March 1st. Am I really as ugly as I feel, or more to the point, as I look? I was just videotaping myself dancing salsa with Guy, and man, am I one fat piece of shit. It may be a very ugly thing to say about myself, but I really feel that it is true. I look so fucking bad, and all I can say is that it's going to be a year in 13 days since Guy and I broke up, and I am still fat. How can that be? And then I think of all these men that have fucked me, including Guy, lately, have done so because I'm one easy lay, not because they are attracted to me. I mean, look at Guy. He will fuck me, but he will not stay with me. Look at the Egyptian. He will fuck me, but will not hang out with me. I know that any man that does not love me for me, the person, and not the body, is a fool and does not deserve me. But I hate me, not my personality, but my body, the way I look. God, I am looking at myself and I am like, God, you are ugly and you are fat and you are lazy. And the therapist said that it was more about making myself a priority. But you know what? I still have not done that. God, could it really be that I'm fighting with myself? What the hell has happened to me? I know I would be hot if I were skinny, and I know I am lovable, and that the combination of skinny and me would be lethal. So why the fuck do I not just do it? Why do I keep putting it off? Why do I not take the step? Why do I not just make myself happy, make myself skinny, make myself healthy? I feel that I would let go of Guy a lot if I did that. Guy. Do not even get me started on him and I. I am so fucked up when it comes to him that you have no idea. First, I tell myself that I need to stay away from him, that we have been hanging out way too much lately, and that is very true. And we have been getting it on a lot too. Well, so we went out the other night to a movie, Sunday. And then I went to his place and hung out, and then I left to come home. We did not fool around at all, and I actually was bothered that we did not. Well, bothered is not the word, but I was like, why did he not put the moves on me? And then tonight, same thing. He came here, we practiced salsa, and then he left and kissed me on the cheek. And I was like, what the hell is that about? I still need therapy, I think. Hell, I know. Anyways, same old shit, different day. I'm fat, and why do I not do something about it? Why? I need to, and I'm going to. I know I say it all the time, but this is it. I actually got up today and did some, oh my God, Thai bow. And I felt good for doing it. So now Guy took our son, and I will no doubt about it get up and go to the gym tomorrow morning. I'm going to get my clothes ready tonight, and I'm going to go and do it. I have a chart, the one I did after talking to the therapist, 2 pounds a week. That is very attainable. I can do that with just more movement and less junk. So I need to. If I do that, I will be 172 pounds for my birthday, and that is 15 pounds, and that will be a good bit of difference. And then for my son's birthday, I will be 150, and that will be 37 pounds. That all can be done, and I just need to do it. No, I just need to want to do it. And God, I do. I really do. I need to prove to myself that I do. I need to do that, so here it is. I will say it here to you and to myself again. I'm going to hit this hard. I will still eat what I want a little, but I will eat better and I will work out. I will. If it's Taibo, cool. If I can get to the gym, cool. I will put myself first. Not hanging with guy first. Not self-pity first. My health and my looks first. Hell, I will be 32 next month. I will have been fat for 8 years by then. This needs to stop. This year, when I turn 32, I need to be thinner than I have been in years. And that means I need to reach my goal of 172. I am not going to cry and feel sorry for myself. I did this to me, no one else. No one else will get me out of it. So I have to. I need to understand that this is do or die, that there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to do it. I am for sure, and I'm starting now. Well, I almost teared up reading that because I was so hard on myself. I really believe that a lot of the reason why I was not losing weight was because I still was putting all of my attention on Guy. My focus had not changed from trying to save this marriage. Yes, I had done things that needed to be done. I needed to get out of my mom's house. I needed to get a job to have money. These things were essential, life-altering things. So I did them because they had to be done. But between focusing on my own mental health, my own physical health, on my own self-worth and my own self-esteem, those were not as important to me as keeping a relationship with Guy going, on keeping the hope alive that we were going to be able to possibly get back together, on keeping any grasp that I could onto him. And now I look back and I understand why I didn't lose the weight even a year later, because my focus was absolutely on the wrong thing. And, I know that there's a lot of talk now about body positivity and loving the body you're in and all of that. And, this is something that I'm going to share. I remember feeling when I was younger that I really was the shit. I had, before I did this journal entry or this journal, I used to journal when I was younger, and I had it all in an envelope before a computer existed or were really commonly used. I would write, and I had a folder, and the folder said to, because for me it was like I was writing to God. And I wrote all sorts of stuff in there. And one of the things I remember writing was that I loved myself. See, now I'm going to get a little bit choked up, but I remember writing in there that I loved myself, that I looked in the mirror and I didn't see anything wrong. And people considered me conceited. But why did it have to be conceited that I could look in a mirror and be proud of myself, look in a mirror and see nothing wrong? And it's so sad to go from feeling like that to going and saying how much I hate myself, reading this journal entry and hearing how terrible I feel about myself, how mean I'm being to myself, how devaluing and even dehumanizing I am to myself just because I'm overweight. It's sad. It's sad that I felt that way. It's sad that that right now, today, I am overweight again. I, due to whatever, have plenty of excuses as to why. And I'm having the same struggle again of not being able to get a grip, of being able to do 20 million other very important things or very cool things and move forward on so many other things, but I just can't get a grip on my weight or on being willing to put attention on myself, to be able to just focus on this part of me. I don't understand why that is. I will say that I did get to a very healthy, I did finally get a grip on myself. I did finally focus on taking care of myself, probably once I got my self-esteem back up. And I went to the gym. I worked out. I lost the weight. I said I was going to turn 32. When I was 36, I feel like I looked the best I had ever looked in my life. And I felt great. I was so proud of myself. I don't even remember those times. Like, I'm pretty sure I wasn't complaining about myself and my body and whatever. And, I look back at those photos and I really did look great. So it happened. It did happen. I got to that point. I finally put in the work, right? But I just, it's heartbreaking. Honestly, it's heartbreaking to hear how much and how badly I felt and how badly I treated myself. How much I put myself down, how much I put value on myself, value on the number of the scale, value on how I looked physically, not the person that I was, not the fighter that I was, not the mother that I was, not the person, the human being that I was, but it was all about what I actually looked like. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that except that you matter. We all matter. And we don't matter because of what the scale says. We don't matter because of how cute we look in a dress. We don't matter because of what size we can go shopping for at the store. We just matter. This is our bodies, and this is something that I'm still struggling with today. This is my body. It's not as cute as it had been. It's not as cute as it could be. But what's could be? This is who I am today. I'm alive. This body is keeping me alive. This body is allowing me to watch my daughter grow up, to be able to take a little cruise vacation, to be able to create this podcast, to be able to walk and see and smell and taste and live. I'm alive. This body is keeping me alive. It deserves more gratitude than what I gave it then and what I'm giving it right now. So maybe I needed to listen to this episode and remind myself that I need to love myself more. I need to love myself more for who I am right this minute, for what I look like right this minute. This Josie right now, today, regardless of what the scale says, regardless of what I look like, regardless of the belly, regardless of the flab, I matter. I'm amazing. I'm alive. And I hope that if you are struggling with your weight or struggling with any sort of physical issue or complex, right? Something about your body. Your hair's too thin, your hair's too curly, your eyebrows are too bushy, or whatever it is that you might be picking on about yourself. give yourself grace. You're alive. You're listening to this. Whatever you're doing right now, you're doing because you have that body. And so I think we all, and I say this specifically for myself, but I think we all just need to be a little more grateful. Grateful for what we have in all things, including grateful for the body that we have right now. And I'm going to try and put that into more practice as I continue to try and lose weight again and get myself back on track again. I'm going to try and do it more with love than with disgust. Hey there, Josie here with a quick interruption because I've got something special just for you. If you've been tuning into my podcast, you know that it's all about navigating the journey from devastated to divorced with strength and purpose. So I've created a chapter checklist that's like a roadmap through the chapters of your own story. Whether you're blissfully unaware or divorced and beyond, this checklist is designed to help you understand where you are and what steps to take next. It's more than just a checklist, it's a lifeline. And the best part, it's free and my way of saying thank you for being part of this incredible community. So just head over to www.heavypagespodcast.com to grab your free copy. And if you're ready to take charge of your journey and get the support you deserve, let's do this together. Because remember, the pages of life can be heavy, but you don't have to turn them alone. I know there were more things talked about Guy here, but I really just think that this is more about me today than even really talking about what may have gone on. Ooh, I'm a little exhausted from this one. Thanks for listening. I think I'm going to leave it here and just remember, you have value. You have value. Bye for now. That's going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to reach out to me, you can always find me on Instagram at heavy_pages_podcast. And if you found this episode interesting, please consider clicking on that 5-star rating and following so you are notified when the next episode drops. As always, thank you for listening, and remember, sometimes the pages of life can be heavy, but you don't have to turn them alone.